What's going on, guys? Sodas here, and this gameplay was from a buddy of mine who also does commentaries and stuff too. His name's Mordecai, so I'm going to link his channel in the description, but he ended up going 29-2 on Alpazar Mountain here, Rush. And basically what I want to talk about with this gameplay is just jet tactics and how they're a little bit different compared to the vanilla maps and how it's different between Rush and Conquest, and it's a lot more different in both of them compared to the vanilla maps. And so I'm going to start off with Rush here, and what he uses and what I use too, we both use the exact same thing. We both use air radar, ECM, and the guided missiles. And the reason why we use guided missiles, at least, so we can spot the infantry, and when you're doing the strafing runs, especially on Rush, you're able to spot them, see where they are, and with that cannon it just unloads a rain of fire. And so right there he ended up getting a headshot. You'll get a lot of headshots here. And I was always wondering if you could fly underneath the bridge, and I never want to take a chance, but he did, so you can fly underneath that bridge. But you're able to spot the vehicles from pretty far away, and I know most people do use smoke, but sometimes you can still get a lock on there. You can still even kill somebody, even if the tank smokes and the missile happens to blow up near them. So that's another good positive thing there too. Another good thing using the guided missile is you're able to spot all the enemies on the ground. So even if you do your strafing run, you don't happen to kill anyone, you will see, or you'll help your teammates out because you'll spot them on the ground. They'll be able to see him, and they'll be able to take him out, hopefully at least. And so right here he's on the attacking side, and so the AC-130 is on his side. And so on rush mode, your main objective when you're in this plane is to take out that other plane, because you need to protect that AC-130 at all costs, because the rush planes are their cannons are a little bit stronger than the normal conquest planes. And so what will end up happening is you could, in one strafe run, take down the AC-130 with the plane if you slow down enough and get, I think it takes about 2 full gun cycles to actually take it down. I know a clip towards the end I'm going to have a little bit more tactics on how to actually destroy the AC-130, because he's on the same side here, and so you don't actually get to see him trying to destroy the AC-130. And so that's your first goal, is to take out the plane. You gotta remember too, the planes respawn about every, I think it's a minute and a half. I believe it's about 90 seconds, somewhere around there. And so after you're flying and stuff, if you don't have air radar on, you gotta be looking around. Even if you have air radar on, you gotta pay attention to that. A lot of people don't pay attention to what I like calling your little baby monitor down there, even on the normal maps too, because people pop up, people on the maps, you can see where people are going, or it tells you and shows you where they are. But just pay attention. I mean, that's all you really got to do. And right here too is a really good example of using the terrain to your advantage. So he's flying along the low to the mountain. They were locking on to him with the Stinger. He popped his ECM, and basically when he's flying low like that on the mountain, it does pretty much one of two things. First of all, it's going to give you time for your ECM to recharge too. It's going to be hard for them to lock onto you, and also when you fly really low like that, you could get your below radar enabled for like 1 or 2 seconds, and that 1 or 2 seconds doesn't seem like a lot, but it's enough for them to distract the lock for a half a second maybe, so your ECM can recharge, or you can get out of the range of the Igla, because as everyone knows now with the new patch, the Iglas have a slightly increased range. So that's something you gotta watch out for too. And here's the plane was doing some strafing runs on the AC-130 again, so he engages them right away, which is your key tactic to do. And a lot of people don't do this, but you definitely have to learn flying the helicopter, not the helicopters, I'm so used to saying helicopters, the planes in the third person mode, because it's just so much easier to find the planes. And once you get good enough at it, you're going to be able to start shooting planes out in third person, which it definitely takes a lot more skill, but once you can get that down, you will kill a lot more people a lot quicker. And so what I'm going to talk about too now is Conquest, at least, because Conquest is really, really different now in the armored kill, because there's so many more things that can shoot you down. We have the mobile artillery, there's attack helicopters, there's scout helicopters, and the mobile artillery is able to shoot you down too with that mobile anti-air, so you have to watch out for that. There's so many things that can shoot the jets down. Probably about half of my mobile artillery kills that I've gotten so far have been destroying jets and helicopters, just because you can fire a volley of missiles, you can instantly switch to your anti-air missiles, and you can start locking on. So that's another reason too that I really, really highly recommend using the guided missile, because you're able to look around the battlefield, find that mobile artillery, because that's almost as bad as the mobile AA, because those ranges, the range they have of the missiles, I believe are a little bit longer on the mobile artillery than the mobile AA. It's something I want to do a side-by-side comparison, but I haven't yet. I haven't had the opportunity to, because I'm working on the mobile artillery guide, and so that would be, my order of operations, at least on Conquest, is to take out the other planes first, take out the helicopters, although the helicopters really shouldn't need to be taken out, and then the AC-130 if they're on the other side. But it's something that's a little tough there too, because typically with the mobile artillery, it's going to be sitting back towards their spot, maybe, or the very first point that's been captured, and so that's something you've got to watch out for too. And I think it was coming up here where he disabled the plane and he loses them, and then he ends up refinding him again. I don't know if it was in this clip previously, but that's something that I highly recommend, is if you disable a plane, follow that plane and make sure it crashes. I don't know how many times that I've been disabled in the plane, I've landed, repaired it, and got back in the plane, taken off, and then taken the guy out. Or, maybe the person has an extinguisher on. Maybe that's how come you hit him maybe with your missiles or your guns real easily. And so that's something you gotta watch out for too. Even if you see it disabled, make sure you go and you finish the plane off. And the plane too, right there. It's just not even worrying about him. It's just trying to take out that AC-130, because the AC-130 is just so powerful on the attacking side. And that was pretty much it for all his kills, I believe. Oh, I don't know if we got 29. I forget exactly how many. I think maybe we had 19. I think it was exactly, not 29. I don't work out that for. But this last clip right here, guys, I'm attacking the AC-130 with the Frogfoot right here, and pretty much what you gotta end up doing is you have to start from pretty much the ground and work and fly towards its belly, because what ends up happening is the AA guns can't hit towards the ground that well, and so you'll see when I'm coming up right here, I didn't take too steep of an angle, so the AA guns were hitting me, and if that happens, you gotta drop right away, make another pass around, because I've already taken out the other plane, and I come back around, I slowed down enough, and that backside of the AC-130 is real vulnerable, so if you slow down enough, you're going to be able to go, stop, take 2 bursts, and take them out. So hopefully this helps you out, and thanks for watching.